In the whisper of dawn, the awakened consciousness reveals itself between ancient shadows and future lights, where the soul finds its echo in the silence of spiritual awakening. Have you ever felt stuck during your spiritual awakening? Well, I have news for you. There is evidence that you need to overcome certain obstacles and take some actions to grow in your spiritual awakening. Keep watching to discover what you are facing. Facing the void is the starting point of the spiritual journey. It's about looking within and recognizing this void that exists. This void is not negative, it is a space where our old identities, beliefs, and attachments reside. When we confront this void, we begin to peel away the layers built up over time to reach the core of our being. Embracing the void is not easy, but it is crucial for spiritual growth because it involves becoming deeply aware of who we truly are. When we embrace the void, we gain a universal consciousness that permeates everything. As we experience this transformation, we begin to see ourselves and the world around us in a new light. We stop defining ourselves based on external factors and instead focus on our inner essence. This shift in perspective brings clarity and a sense of liberation. The void is not something to be feared or avoided, it is a gateway to deeper self-discovery and connection. The fears, insecurities, and illusions that arise when facing these challenges pave the way for profound spiritual growth. Seeing the divine means recognizing the sacred in everything around us, understanding that there is a deeper meaning and purpose in life beyond what we can see with our eyes. When we see the divine in all aspects of existence, we begin to feel a sense of reverence and interconnectedness. This recognition of the divine gives us a deeper appreciation for the beauty and wonder of the world. It helps us see that everything is interconnected and that we are all part of something greater than ourselves. When we see the divine in others, we treat people with kindness, compassion, and respect. Seeing the divine is not just about recognizing the existence of a higher power, it's about embracing a way of life rooted in love and compassion. It's about living with purpose and intention, knowing that our actions have ripple effects beyond what we can imagine. Maintaining this perspective in the midst of challenges requires vigilance and commitment. It's about staying rooted in our faith and trust in the divine plan, even when things seem uncertain or difficult. When we see the divine in every situation, we can find meaning and purpose, even in the darkest moments. Trusting the universe means having faith in a higher plan that guides our lives. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and trusting that everything happens for a reason, even if we can't see it at the moment. When we trust the universe, we let go of the need to control every aspect of our lives and instead embrace the journey with open arms. Trusting the universe does not mean being passive or complacent, but rather taking inspired actions while trusting that the universe will support us along the way. It's about listening to our intuition and following the signs and synchronicities that guide us toward our highest good. Trusting the universe can be challenging, especially when we face obstacles or setbacks, but it is in those moments that our faith is truly tested. It takes courage to surrender to the unknown and trust that everything will work out in the end. When we trust the universe, we release the burden of worry and fear. We understand that everything is unfolding exactly as it should, and that we are being guided every step of the way. This trust brings a sense of peace and serenity, knowing that we are supported and loved unconditionally. Letting go of the ego is a crucial step on the path of spiritual awakening. The ego is the part of our identity that is based on external factors such as achievements, possessions, and social status. It often seeks validation and control, leading to suffering and separation from our true essence. When we let go of the ego, we free ourselves from these attachments and illusions, recognizing that our worth is not determined by external measures but by our intrinsic value as human beings. Letting go of the ego allows us to embrace humility and authenticity, freeing us from the need to constantly prove ourselves to others. The ego often thrives on comparison and competition, leading to feelings of inadequacy or superiority. But when we release the ego, we cultivate a sense of interconnectedness with all beings. We see ourselves in others and recognize that we are all part of the same divine essence. Abandoning the ego is not easy, as it requires us to face our deepest fears and insecurities. It's about surrendering to the present moment and accepting ourselves exactly as we are. But in doing so, we find a profound sense of liberation and inner peace. The trial of judgment is a significant challenge in spiritual awakening. Judgment arises from the mind's tendency to categorize and label things as good or bad, right or wrong. When we judge ourselves or others, we create separation and disharmony, blocking the flow of love and compassion. Releasing judgment requires cultivating awareness of our thoughts and emotions. It's about noticing when judgment arises and choosing to respond with compassion and understanding. By practicing non-judgment, we open ourselves to greater acceptance and unity. Judgment often stems from our own insecurities and biases. When we judge others, we are reflecting our own inner struggles and projecting them onto the external world. But by releasing judgment, we create space for empathy, fostering deeper relationships and understanding. The trial of judgment invites us to question our assumptions and beliefs. It challenges us to see beyond surface appearances and recognize the inherent value and dignity of every being. When we let go of judgment, we embrace the diversity and beauty of the human experience. The trial of patience is a fundamental aspect of the spiritual journey. It requires us to cultivate endurance and resilience in the face of challenges and uncertainties. Patience is the ability to remain calm and steadfast, even when things don't go as planned or unfold at the pace we desire. During difficult times or periods of waiting, impatience can arise, leading to frustration and stress. However, the trial of patience invites us to shift our perspective and embrace the present moment with acceptance and grace. It's about trusting that everything is unfolding as it should, even if we can't see the full picture. Cultivating patience requires practice and mindfulness. It involves staying present and centered, rather than dwelling on past regrets or worrying about the future. By surrendering to the flow of life and trusting in divine timing, we can face challenges with greater ease and resilience. Patience is not about passivity or resignation, but rather about taking inspired actions while allowing things to unfold naturally. It's about finding a balance between effort and surrender, knowing when to push forward and when to let go. Wisdom allows us to overcome obstacles with grace and dignity. Accepting impermanence is a cornerstone of spiritual growth. It urges us to recognize the ever-changing nature of existence. Impermanence teaches us that nothing in this world is permanent or fixed, everything is in a constant state of flux. When we accept impermanence, we embrace the flow of life and let go of attachment to outcomes or possessions. We understand that clinging to things or experiences only leads to suffering, as they are destined to change or fade away eventually. We learn to appreciate the beauty of each moment, knowing that it is fleeting and precious. Accepting impermanence requires us to surrender to the natural rhythms of life and trust in the divine order of things. By embracing impermanence as a natural part of the human experience, we can navigate the highs and lows of life with greater ease and resilience. Impermanence teaches us to live fully in the present moment, savoring each experience without clinging to the past or worrying about the future. It invites us to cultivate gratitude for the blessings in our lives and find peace in the midst of uncertainty. Embracing solitude is an essential aspect of the spiritual journey, as it offers a space for reflection, inner growth, and rejuvenation. Solitude is not about isolation or loneliness, but rather about the intentional withdrawal from external distractions to reconnect with our inner selves. In solitude, we have the opportunity to quiet the noise of daily life and listen to the whispers of our soul. It is a time for introspection, self-discovery, and deepening our understanding of who we are beyond our roles and identities. We explore our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs without the influence of others. Far from being a retreat from life, solitude is preparation for more meaningful engagement with the world. By nurturing our inner world, we are better equipped to handle the complexities of our external reality with clarity and authenticity. Solitude strengthens our sense of identity and allows us to show up fully in our relationships and endeavors. Embracing solitude does not mean avoiding social interactions or responsibilities, but rather finding a balance between solitude and social engagement, recognizing the importance of both in our lives. Solitude offers us the space to recharge and revitalize our spirit, so we can continue to give and serve others from a place of integrity and abundance. The trials of the spiritual journey bring countless benefits that enrich our lives and deepen our connection with the divine. Overcoming these trials strengthens our inner resilience and expands our consciousness, propelling us further along the path of self-discovery and enlightenment. By facing and transcending challenges such as confronting the void, letting go of the ego, and releasing judgment, we gain profound insights into the nature of reality and our place in it. We develop greater compassion, empathy, and wisdom, which not only benefit us but also ripple outward, positively impacting those around us. Overcoming these trials leads to a deeper understanding of our spiritual path. As we navigate the trials and tribulations of the journey, we gain clarity about our purpose and direction in life. We recognize the interconnectedness of all human beings and our role in contributing to the greater good of humanity and the planet. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is greatly appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more enlightening content.